Okay, y'all, look, there is not a single sticky, okay? We're going through all of these so you can see. Not a single sticky, nowhere. Okay guys, so today we will be doing some work on the mannequin. I'm just gonna go ahead and open her up. A few of her lashes I do have some replacements. A few of them are twisted like here on the end, but most of them are good to go. So we're just gonna put her right here. I'm facing this way, so this is the way that I'll be lashing. I will not be doing easy fans. I will be doing pinch. I've got some Vava lashes, and they are 15.03 D curl. And I've also got some 0.05 CC14s from a friend of mine. These are her trays. Also have these to lash on that I will get to later in the video. So let's go ahead and start. I'm gonna take, this is one I was already using, take it off. I have these 18s on because I wanted to do some spikes. Oops. I wanted to do some spikes and create a really cute set. Clean this up. So we're gonna do another set of 15s because these are 0.03, so they're much easier to pinch for me. These are my friend's trays I got from her a few weeks ago, and we're gonna put hers on top here. I know some people like to use a tray to pluck from, but I prefer to use my hand. I feel like it's much faster for me that way. Got my glue ring, gonna fill her up. So basically, maybe I'll turn it a little bit this way so you guys can see the lashes a little bit. So basically, obviously these are, most people have about 100 lashes or so. I just pluck these off. These are obviously like 40. I could count them really quick, but the point is there's not that many, like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. If there's 10 right there, there's probably would be about 50 of them. So I'm going to show you guys how to fan and isolate for the purposes of this, and then when I get to the strips, I'm going to just lay them on there for also fullness after I've separated them. So let's go ahead and get into it. So you're gonna come in, swipe, pick up, pinch, dip, let go, boom. There is your fan. I got a little straggly. Pull that off. There is your fan right there. You guys can see. We'll get off. That is a beautiful fan right there, right? Okay, so I'm gonna pick that up, dip in some glue, isolate really quick, place on there. You want it close to the base, but obviously not touching the eyelid. Hold it in place for a few seconds and then let go. My glue is my humidity is off a little bit, so it's gonna take a second. All right, there we go. Boom, got your first lash down. So we're gonna come in again. This is the 15s I'm using. So we're gonna come in, grab, pinch them back into place, fan it out, Boom. Dip, release. Perfect fan right there. Perfect. Dip in the glue. Now you're going to move around. I'm going to go over here to this corner so I don't get any others stuck. You can go from on top or the side. I must have got some glue stuck on my tweezers. I need to get them off and try again. Boom. We recovered that one. Hold it in place. Boom. Okay. So now that you guys have seen it, I'm just going to lash. Now that I've walked y'all through it, I'm just going to lash so you guys can see how I just go with the motions.
Oh my god, it's disgusting. Actually, it tastes really good. Oh my god, it's disgusting, but it tastes good.
Frank and Fashion Report.
Oh, walkie-talkie, that's Die Hard. Don't have to see it to know that.
Mrs. Johns, I repeat, have you found him?
Breaker, walkie-talkie. I got your walkie-talkie, bitch.
Are you doing a Die Hard?
Maybe. Are you also?
More or less. And my associate, Frank.
Your associate Frank is definitely not doing a Die Hard.
You might even say he's doing a die easy because I killed him and it wasn't difficult.
Calm yourself, Winslow. Winslow! It's not every day one meets a fellow Die Hard enthusiast, Miss...
Call me Die Hard.
Okay, Die Hard. Tell me, what do you know about Die Hard?
What do you care? You writing a book about Die Hard?
As a matter of fact, I've written several. Every sentient civilization across the galaxy eventually develops the same myth. In Centauri, it's known as Tower Man. The Oronese have their Thornburg cycle, and in Andromeda, it's called foolish to have imagined you'd be able to kill. All of them what we call Die Hard. The difference being that cultures like mine are aware of its importance, whereas I'm starting to doubt it. You can even recall a single line.
Walkie-talkie Die Hard, motherfucker.
Rory never thought she would live out her dream. Then one day, she did. You were made to chase your passions. We were made to put them in a package. Just announced. Get 0% APR for 60 months on 2024 GMC EV models. That's up to $17,200 in average finance savings.
Not so long ago, grandsonism was being dismissed as a doomsday cult. But since a majority of the world decided, hey, you know what? We like jerking off and playing video games, and our sisters out there fighting terrorists, major strides have been made. The world is united because the world is one 14-year-old boy, 40. But where's it all coming from? Some say microphone. For Good Enough News, I'm Tony. There she is, my right-hand Morty. Not enough spaceships? Not yet. I figure 5 more years of game time before I can take the whole fake population into fake outer space. What do we do in outer space? Nothing. It's fake. We keep going. The game's map has edges, but the game's engine will let us go past them. That will force the game to reset. But first, it'll kick us out, which Morty should survive. I mean, whatever amount of Morty we have on board. So if you don't have 5 billion handkerchiefs soaked in chloroform, I hope you can keep flipping idiots to our cause. They're not idiots, Grandpa. They're me. Ha! You'll know how funny that is when we get back. By the way, I had your genius of a father picked up. He's over there. What? Why? shape since he lost his wife.
My mom?
You're not at all real mom. A mom in a video game, occupied by a tiny fraction of yourself. A fraction of yourself which is now dead forever, and fractions add up, so I had your dad brought here. You're welcome, you heartless monster.
Martha, it's me, Dad. I converted for you. My name is Morty. So is yours, and there's no conversion. We're both Morty. It's a fact. Sure, honey.
So this was a closed fan. It didn't open all the way.
I'm proud of you. Are you mad at me because before you became the world's most powerful woman, I shamed you for your haircut and called you a slutty, jobless hobo? If I were you, I'd be a little mad about that. You are me, and why would I be mad at myself? Good point. Is there anything to eat around here? There's a kitchenette in the break room. Oh, a kitchenette, you say? Such red carpet treatment. Excuse me? I said thank you. I love it. We're all part of Morty. Some of us more important parts than others. Man, the part of me that's my father is a twat.
That's also gonna be funny when we get back.
Next time you try to do a Die Hard, don't hide under a long table like the guy from Die Hard.
Okay, I won't.
I thought you said she doesn't know how to do a Die Hard. She doesn't. She's killing us off one by one. What do you expect her to do? Buy us each an ice cream, 2 by 2? She's improvising, which is how she's going to fall right into our trap. I'm going to wander the arcade unarmed, and when she comes across me, I'll pretend to be a hostage. And because she hasn't seen Die Hard, instead of handing me an unloaded gun, she'll hand me out.
Die hard, die hard, die hard!
What the hell was that?
Die hard, die hard!
You can't just keep yelling Die Hard into a walkie-talkie. She threw her walkie-talkie away. She hates Die Hard, which
Thanks.
makes her the
The ultimate
McLean.
McLean.
Figured everything you know about Die Hard. And just go shoot that bitch!
Thank you for meeting with me, Mr. Roy. Half the country hangs on your every word. Heck, most of the world. You're like kind of a pope, I reckon.
I'm not a pope because it's not a religion. We're literally in a video game.
I've heard the message, Roy. You're not on the clock here. So you want every single person on a spaceship, but you got a bunch of holdouts. Maybe people that prefer their leaders a little more elected.
Right, your voters. People that like being told what to do but don't like admitting it.
You're not sure I'd put it that way.
I'm sure you'd put it a stupid way. I told you this was a waste of time. I've got 92% of you ready to vamoose. We're not gonna get to the rest by making deals with parasites.
Mr. President, Roy is Rick. He's not us. You and I, we're Morty. Is that really so hard to believe? Kid, I've known it and I've believed it longer than you have. We both became video game characters at the same moment, but I knew the truth before you dropped your skateboard and went to your first cult meeting. How do you think a guy becomes a president in this game, honey? By not paying attention? Sorry to call you honey. I know we're both parts of a 14-year-old boy, but my part's old-fashioned and vaguely southern. I'm confused. If you know Rick is real, why hold out? Because he's a rude, entitled cop. He's here to save us. He could have left the game and let us die. He spent 50 years. 50 years. It's what, a couple hours to him? He refuses to leave without his grandson, but what's grandson mean to him? Sounds like it means butler. Someone to help Summer with her Die Hard, whatever that means. I'll tell you what it doesn't mean. Fly fishing, a hug, a little appreciation for what is clearly a pretty decent kid. At least the 8% of him that makes up the decent half of the greatest goddamn nation on the planet. We're not a person to him yet. We're not Morty yet. We're divided. We're divided because some of us don't trust the guy. What happens to that part of us when we're all back together? One Morty indivisible under a cranky old bag of dicks. A man you can lock in a box with 5 billion pieces of his own goddamn flesh and blood for 50 goddamn simulated years and never hear him say I love you? Sorry, pumpkin tits. That dog don't hunt. Well, want some heroin? It's a video game, might as well.
Just about ready for launch, kiddo. I can finally get out of these clothes. I don't have nearly enough pockets. And it'll be nice to have my own dick back.
You're fine leaving 8% of me to die?
It's not your finest 8%, Morty. And 8% of anything is expendable. 8% of pizza is crust. 8% of the Snyder Cut was Batman dreaming.
I don't know what that reference is. We're in a video game.
Not for long, baby.
I'm not leaving without all of me.
What? Oh no. Let me crunch these numbers. 8% of 5 billion plus 1 person. My God. If you stay, it changes nothing. Bye.
She's not going. I don't think my country wants to go.
Who invited you to chime in, monitor face?
Might give me a monitor if my opinion doesn't matter. Your opinion isn't allowed to matter for the rest of us. We're all a Morty. How many chunks of us are we supposed to give up? I don't know about you, but I was already taking a big leap of faith here. We're basically giving up our lives to become a tiny part of a stranger. These lives aren't real. Yeah, but they're longer.
What is this? Suicide by summit meeting?
Everyone stop!
outer space, but for some reason the game won't restart because it's centered on some old lady living a full life.
Sounds bad. Well, put it in there.
Hey, is anybody that watched this later gonna be able to...
Huh? Oh, yeah. Everything's cataloged and tracked. People got the wrong idea from the size of the space, but it's all supported digitally.
So I can put it anywhere. Here's fine.
That's as fine as anywhere else.
Why isn't anyone attacking him? It's fucking freezing out?
No, I think it's the sign.
Well, the sign from Die Hard 3 was clearly racist.
Obviously, but I think we went too broad. Everybody. And who is that offending?
Everybody?
At this point, why even do it? I wish my brother was still alive.
Did you get any of that?
Okay, question over here.
Am I your grandson?
Jesus, yes!
Every single one of you is 1/5 billionth of Morty. All of you collectively are Morty.
The second episode of the season is one of our biggest episodes of the season. Morty is split up into billions of different NPCs.
What about me? Am I your grandson?
I just said everyone is!
Wow.
I got really excited about that idea because it's simultaneously an almost possible to grasp kind of simulation theory, while simultaneously being a really perfect model for almost any organized religion.
Your family had a perfectly fine religion. You were raised Jewish.
They all come back around to this idea that we don't have to worry about whatever we think our little tiny scripted jam is, because we're all part of some larger thing with a bigger destiny. And the way that intersects with simulation theory, of course, is that bigger destiny might be that you're a 14-year-old kid whose toast is burning. You may be rushing to atone with an impersonal cosmos for no reason. You may have a better gig as an unenlightened tripe in someone else's fractured amusement.
This holiday season, give the gift of sport at Dick's. Sport fleece, crew necks, joggers, and more from Nike, Jordan, FP Movement, Adidas, DSG, and Kalia. Shop in store, in the app, or at Dicks.com today.
Oh my god, I cannot fucking believe this. Here we fucking go. Wow, jeez.
Pardon the interruption. We are once again in the federal clear.
Rick, what the hell? Are you a turkey Dracula now?
Morty, is that a poop licking game pod?
Actually, it's the GamePod XL. They say it's the most realistic video game console ever.
I never got you that.
Space Mom did. She's in for the holiday weekend, remember?
Shit, in that case, let's go. Let's get out
I
of here.
heard you smack the glass, Dad. If you bail, I'll just don't. Yeah, I'd say don't hop through a portal, but oh wait, you can't.
Look at it this way, Morty. Life is a subscription, and Thanksgiving is your family's yearly charge.
Wow, Dad, good job.
Rick, put some pants on. Today has so few rules.
Yes, patriarch.
Ding, ding, ding. I'd like to make a toast. Today is a day for thanks. And for family. And for remembering all of those that had less.
Okay, pick a scope.
Pick a scope.
Can we please have a normal Thanksgiving? Seems like all the ones I remember. Good point.
Baby, it's a toast.
Sorry.
Anyway, I'm thankful for my wife, Beth. The Beth that chose me. I'm so grateful to you. And I literally could not live without you.
Aww.
I really mean it. If something were to happen to you, or if you were to leave me, or be unfaithful, I would die. Literally. Probably by my own hand.
Okay.
I know how I do it. Our first blender is next.
Looking for a few of my
No stickies at all. Trust me. Okay, y'all, look, there is not a single sticky, okay? We're going through all of these so you can see. Not a single sticky. Nowhere. Okay? Nowhere. Not a single one. Okay? Yeah, and I counted the lashes.
It's become clear your species
There were 58.
to its reduced accountability. Our solution is to hold
Even that is not stuck. Stop playing.
which you use to launch new phones and religions. Oh, I see someone's eager to speak.
Hi. What do you do when you want to kill yourself? You don't do that. Thank you for asking, though. Very, very important.
We recently discovered a new piece of human literature that we think everyone should read.
Okay? Not a single sticky. Yeah, all right.